Seriously? That's it. One word. Just 7 letters. But when Selena Gomez dropped that word in response to Justin Bieber's surprise new album Swag, the internet did exactly what it always does. It combusted. Twitter had thoughts. TikTok lit up with fan theories. Reddit threads? Popping off. And if you're reading this wondering, wait, what does she even mean by seriously? You're not alone. That's why you're here, right? Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Because when it comes to Selena and Justin, every breath, blink, and emoji has layers of meaning, and this time, it feels like we're peeling back an emotional onion with tears, nostalgia, and maybe, just maybe, a little shade. But before we get to that one-word reaction, we need to rewind a bit. Because Justin didn't just drop a surprise album. He dropped a soul-bearing, tear-stained mixtape of memories, regret, and, if fans are right, messages to someone he's never quite gotten over. Let's dive deep into the lyrics of Swag, break down the hidden messages, and decode what Selena's ice-cold, possibly queen-level comment really means. Justin Bieber, now a husband, adult, and veteran of the music industry, is no stranger to public reinventions. But Swag? This was different. No promo, no countdown. Just a midnight drop with a caption that read, "This one's been sitting in my heart for years." Boom. Internet chaos. At first glance, the album title threw people off. Swag? Is he going back to his 2012 purple hat wearing swaggy days? Was this nostalgia? Sarcasm? A fever dream? The answer became clear about 3 songs in. This was not a comeback album. It was a confession. Let's talk lyrics. Because if there's one thing Justin did on Swag, it's spill emotional tea all over every beat. Daisies. Soft guitar. Lo-fi drums. And then this. I left flowers where your tears used to fall. Fans immediately lost it. Is this about Selena? Flooded comment sections within minutes. Daisies reads like a letter never sent. Regret. Love. Letting go. But not forgetting. Could be about anyone, but the way he sings it, he knows who's going to hear it. Therapy session. A standout raw, uncomfortable, and real. I told the therapist your name. I swore I wouldn't again. This one hits like a late-night voice note you're not supposed to send. It's about healing, sure, but also about relapse. Emotional relapse. The kind where your past whispers to you when you're at your weakest. And it doesn't get more vulnerable than that. Butterflies. Unlike the others, this one's sweet. Hopeful. You gave me butterflies and I caged them instead of setting them free. The metaphor. The guilt. The growth. By the time this track ends, fans weren't just emotional, they were convinced. This was Justin revisiting his past with clarity, maturity, and a lot of heart. But how would Selena respond? Now, Selena's no stranger to keeping it classy. After all, she's publicly supported Justin's marriage, stayed away from messy interviews, and kept her personal life close to the chest. So when she did respond, everyone paid attention. She didn't write a long post. She didn't go live. She didn't even name him. She just commented under a fan's post that mentioned Swag and asked what she thought. Her response? Seriously? That's it. Just that. And somehow it said everything. Okay, time to channel our inner internet detectives. Here are the theories. 1. Sarcastic shade? Some say she meant, seriously? You're still writing songs about me. Given the depth of Swag, it's easy to believe this theory. Selena's been open about protecting her peace, and this album might have felt like emotional whiplash. 2. Shocked admiration? Others believe she meant, seriously? This is actually good. Let's not forget, Selena's an artist too. She knows the pain behind songwriting. Maybe she heard the honesty and was genuinely moved. 3. Queen-level ambiguity. And then there's the most Selena option of all, keeping it vague, classy, and perfectly passive-aggressive, the kind of comment that sparks a million takes while revealing absolutely nothing. Regardless of her intent, one thing's clear, she knew exactly what she was doing. Why are we still so invested in Jelena? It's been years. They've moved on. We've moved on, right? Wrong. There's something timeless about first love. Add fame, heartbreak, and a decade of music layered with cryptic lyrics, and you've got the pop culture version of an unresolved cliffhanger. Fans don't want Selena and Justin to get back together, they just want closure. Or maybe they want to believe that the people who hurt each other the most can someday heal. It's messy. It's nostalgic. It's human. How Justin's album mirrors real-life growth and mistakes. The most surprising thing about Swag isn't that it references Selena. It's how mature it is. Justin doesn't blame. He doesn't boast. He reflects. It's a rare look inside someone trying to be better, even if he's still haunted by who he used to be. And whether or not Selena wants to hear it, that kind of vulnerability matters. Not just for them, for all of us. Because let's face it, haven't we all said seriously after an ex did something that stirred up old emotions? Actionable takeaway. Emotional growth is not linear. Just ask Justin. Justin's journey reminds us, healing isn't pretty. Growth doesn't always happen in a straight line. You can be happily married and still think about a past love. You can write about your mistakes and still make new ones. You can feel grateful and guilty all in the same verse. So if you've ever felt torn about someone you've outgrown but never fully erased, welcome to the club. Justin's probably the president. What's next for Selena and Justin, and why it doesn't matter anymore? No, they're not getting back together. This isn't 2013. But that doesn't mean their story is irrelevant. Their music, the heartbreak, the healing, the honesty, has become our soundtrack. Their growth inspires ours. Their mistakes feel like familiar echoes. So maybe Selena's seriously wasn't shade. Maybe it was her own version of closure. Or maybe, just maybe, it was a reminder that even pop stars are still figuring it all out. Like the rest of us. Every generation has its iconic couple. Brad and Jen. Britney and Justin. For Gen Z and late millennials, it's Selena and Justin. And Swag Plus, seriously, might be the last chapter in a saga that defined an era. It's not about who's right. Or who won. It's about being honest enough to admit that love changes us, even years later. So the next time someone says, seriously, ask yourself, is that sarcasm, admiration, or the last word in a love story that never really ended? What do you think Selena meant? Drop your hot take. Send this to the friend who still has Nothing Like Us on their playlist. Or just sit with it for a bit, because pop culture tea this raw deserves to be sipped slowly. Let the internet debate begin.